Hello everyone, in this video I've got a 5.0 Raynor walkthrough, and what we're going to be using is Mast, Vikings and Marines. This was a request from Eaglebach in the comments. So Eaglebach wanted me to show how effective the Vikings actually are, and at first I really didn't think the Vikings were that effective, but I just had a playthrough with them and they are quite good. You just have to use the right combinations with the Vikings. So to soak up all the excess minerals that you have, that's where the Marines come in. And to keep the Vikings alive, you need to have a ton of SCVs on auto repair following your Vikings around. That's key. So you want to make sure to always have the SCVs around to keep your Vikings alive. And then you want some of your Vikings to be in flight mode and some of them to be in ground mode. And then there's a couple key upgrades that you're going to want to get, and I'm going to show you that while we're playing through. And one of the upgrades that's really helpful is splash damage for the Vikings' air missile attack. So when they're shooting at a bunch of flying air units that you're going up against, like for example if you're going up against Protoss and there's a ton of Void Rays, your Vikings can do splash damage to all those units and kill those clumped together Void Rays really quickly. And that's really effective. Or if you go up against Zerg and you face a bunch of, for example, Mutalisks, you can splash damage them and kill them really quick. And that changes how effective those Vikings are. It makes them a lot stronger. So we're going to make sure to get that upgrade. So for this playthrough, we're going to be going on the Void Thrashing co-op mission. And Eaglebach really wanted me to show you guys how effective these Vikings can be when you're not just defending. Like for example on, what is it, Void Launch, I think it is? Yeah, Void Launch. That's where Vikings are really good. But all the enemy units are coming at you. You're defending. It's for this walkthrough video, we really want to show how good the Vikings are when you're going out and attacking objectives. So that's what I think Void Thrashing is a good way to show that. And we're going to be playing on brutal difficulty, and then for mastery skill points allocation, for power set 1 we're going to use speed increases for drop pod units, and yes, the Vikings actually do drop pod. So everything Raynor has drops in. So you do get the speed increase for your Vikings for attack speed and movement speed, and it's pretty darn cool. And then we're going to use Hyperion cooldown for power set 2, and for power set 3 we're going to do damage reduction during medic heals. We are not going to be using medics in this playthrough. They could be helpful, but we want to preserve all of our extra gas for the Vikings. And no, medics cannot actually heal mech units, so there is not really any point in using them aside from healing our Marines. But the Marines are just to soak up the excess minerals, so we're just not going to worry about healing them. So anyways, let's get it started. We're going to be playing with a random player. Alright, our teammate is Rog, mastery level 58, playing as Vorazun. I think this should be a pretty good combo. My guess is Rog's probably going to go with some type of Dark Templar gameplay. Maybe include some Corsairs, because I think that's one of the strongest strategies while playing as Vorazun. Alright. And I'm going to do a pretty basic gameplay while playing as Terran. Well, we're playing as Raynor, but so if we were playing in matchmaking, I think I would go supply depot first, and then we'll make a barracks, and then once we have the barracks up, we're just going to save up for an expansion right away, and then start destroying these rocks. You want to get expanded right away because, you know, I mean, that's pretty darn important for your economy, and we're going to need a strong economy if we want to mass produce a lot of these Vikings. So we're also going to get, because this is a mech heavy army, we're also going to want to get double gas right away. But I'm going to wait to get these refineries until after I have my expansion being created. Oh, whoops. Alright, so we're going to put this in hotkey 1, and then our barracks in hotkey 3. And then we're just going to go ahead and save up until we have that 400 mineral mark. And we'll throw down our second command center here. I'm going to get my SCV back on the supply line. And I'm not going to make another SCV for a second here until I have this command center being built. Okay, and then I am going to start making, let's see here, yeah, I'm going to make another SCV, throw down a refinery, and then after I have the refinery, I think I'm going to start getting the orbital command center once this SCV is finished. Okay, got the orbital command center finished. Alright, now I'm going to start creating some Marines and have them start destroying these rocks where our expansion is going to be placed. Okay, and I'll get 3 SCVs to get this refinery saturated. And we'll just keep on pumping out Marines for a little bit. And I am actually going to throw down another refinery right away too.
Command center upgrade complete.
Okay, so far so good.
Additional supply depots required.
Oh, we need to throw down another supply depot. Ah, I always get myself supply blocked. What's new? Oh, and we're using the energy from the Orbital Command Center to get these mules. Gotta get those mules down, because you gotta get that extra income. Okay, keep on pumping out these Marines. Just about have these rocks destroyed. Once these are done, then I'm going to throw this command center. Well, I can start making an orbital command center, actually, because the Marines are in the way right now. Okay, we're going to start destroying these rocks for the geysers as well, and then get my Marines over here to help with the first wave that's going to come at us. Okay, I'm going to throw down our first factory. Well, we're only going to be making one factory, but as soon as this factory is complete, then we can start making starports. And we're going to end up making 3 starports. I find that 3 starports works pretty well. We'll have 1 starport with a tech lab, and then the other 2 starports with a reactor. And if we really wanted to, we could switch over that tech lab to a reactor later on in the match after we get all the upgrades from the tech lab for our Vikings. Okay, and I'm going to send my Marines back over here. Oh, and it looks like we're going up against some Vikings. I'm going to drop down on our Banshees after they had gone into ground mode, so that's going to help us out a lot. Okay, and these Vikings, yep, now they're dead. Okay, we'll go ahead and clear out the stuff at our first objective where this Void Thrasher is, and do a little bit of microing, make sure these Banshees don't die. And I don't need to call down our Hyperion yet, because we're doing just fine.
Void Thrasher has been destroyed.
Okay, I'm going to start rallying some SCVs to be created over at our expansion, and I'm going to bring some of these SCVs from our main down to the expansion, so that when basically our main base and our expansion saturate at the same time. That's why I keep on doing that in every single video I'm making. Just want to make sure that I don't have to rally SCVs from my main base here over to the expansion, because then it takes time for them to get all the way over there. That's the reasoning behind it. Okay, I'm going to drop down some mules, get a ton of extra income, and I'm going to start making an armory and an engineering bay. I'm not going to focus too heavily on the upgrades for our bio units, but it's still good to get at least one attack level 1 and armor level 1 for these Marines, I think. If we have excess minerals, we can keep on getting extra upgrades for them. I'm going to get double armory though, because I mean the Vikings are our main focus here. Okay, I'm going to throw these SCVs onto that refinery, start making another refinery, and we're going to get our first tech lab, and I'll start getting infantry weapons level 1. I'm going to throw this engineering bay into hotkey 9, and then both of the armories into hotkey 0. I'll throw the starport into hotkey 4. Both of the starports into hotkey 4. And I'm going to get a tech lab for this. Well, actually, I don't need a tech lab. I'm going to get a reactor. I'm just going to get a bunch of reactors. I'm not going to worry about getting the shield upgrades for this combat shield upgrade for our Marines. I'm pretty sure there's a range. I haven't played Raynor not too much lately, but I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 upgrades from the tech lab for your Marines. Maybe only 1. No, actually, I think it's only 1. It's just the combat shield upgrade. There's 2 upgrades for the medics. But yeah, we're not going to worry about those other upgrades for the Marines, because once again, they're pretty expendable. Our main focus in this playthrough is to get a bunch of Vikings. Okay, so we are going to get these 3 starports out now. Got them in a single hotkey, and I'm going to start dropping in all of these Vikings here. Okay, I need to make some more supply depots. I have supply blocked myself again. I'm trying to make a record for how many times I can supply block myself. And I need to saturate this refinery here. There we go. Alright, so we're just about all saturated at both of our supply lines, so that's good. And I'm going to get weapons level 1, and vehicle and ship weapons level 1, and vehicle and ship armor level 1. Okay, I'm going to drop down that Banshee airstrike again. We'll clear out these Vikings, and then we're going to start going for the objective. And I'll call down the Hyperion pretty quick here too. And I'm going to just start massing up some of my Vikings right here for now. I'm not going to worry too much about... Uh-oh. Okay, I'll call on my Hyperion right here. Forgot about these Banshees that were attacking us. But yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about getting my Vikings over to the main objective quite yet, because I've got to call down, or my call-ins whatever you want to call them, the Hyperion and the Banshee Airstrike were called in at the time. So I don't want to worry about using my Vikings quite yet. I'm just going to mass up a couple more of them. And I'm actually going to rally my Vikings onto the main block of my army, I guess. Because I want to make sure that my all these new units that are dropping in, that they keep on dropping onto my army. So I don't have to rally them all together from across the map. Okay, so we're going to start getting Phobos weapon systems. So Vikings weapon systems upgrade increases air attack range by 2 and ground attack range by 1. So we're going to get those. Uh-oh, that is not good. Got to watch out for Marines. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're going to start producing some Marines here. My Vikings are in big trouble. And then we're going to start getting, let's see here, Rip Wave missiles. I'll explain what that is in a second. Just got to get my Marines over to here to help us out. I'm going to land these Vikings. Okay, and look at that. It's awesome. All of your Vikings just drop in like that. Okay, so this is being a little tough on us right now. But I'm going to get these repairing SCVs in here to keep our Vikings alive. And as you can see, that whole battle could have just gone really poorly. But because we had a ton of SCVs repairing, it completely changed the outcome of that. So that's how those SCVs are going to help us. And that's what makes these Vikings so strong. There was a ton of Marines right there, and we should have lost that battle, but our SCVs saved the day. Okay. Alright, we're going to get, I think we want to get another range increase. We're going to get Advanced Optics. Increases the range of all vehicles and ship weapons by 1. That's going to help with killing those Void Thrashers. And I need to get a ton more barracks out, because we need to soak up all these excess resources. Okay. And we're just going to keep on massing for a little bit. Kind of interested what our teammate is actually doing. Not really sure I understand. It's kind of interesting. Looks like he's going to go straight for the middle objective right away. If our teammate does do that, I have actually done that before with a friend. And if you attack these objectives, these ones will actually activate at the same time as these guys. The second objectives that are supposed to activate. So you got to be careful of that. Okay, and I'm going to keep on pulling some of these SCVs over here. I want to keep getting repairs for our Vikings. Okay, we're going to drop down some more Vikings. We used up all of our gas. We're going to try to get some reactors. And we're going to pump out a ton of Marines now. Okay, I don't want Marines coming out of the barracks that we don't have reactors on yet. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to just pump out a ton of Marines. And it looks like we're going for it. Okay, I'm going to use our Banshee Airstrike ability, and we're going to call in our Hyperion, and we're going to start clearing out everything. Okay, so we should be able to clear this out just fine. We're going to use a scan, go ahead and kill all these Banshees. You'll see this splash stand. Oh, I didn't get it yet, actually. Okay, there's this upgrade right here, Rip Wave missiles. That allows the Vikings air attack, the missile attacks, to do area damage. So if I had gotten that upgrade previously, we would have been easily able to kill all those Banshees in just a couple hits, because the area damage would have just torn them apart. Okay, now we're going to drop down a ton of Marines, and we're going to get a bunch more Vikings again. And now I also need to get some supply depots. Okay. What? How come this guy doesn't have any anti-air? Alright, I'll go ahead and help. Ah, geez, that's a bummer. Oh, he left? It looks like he thought he was going to lose this. But yeah, you'll see here. Just look how fast these Banshees die to these Vikings. I mean, they're just torn apart. Yeah, I have no fear that we're going to lose this. I have no fear about losing right now. We've got this completely handled. Our teammate quitting there was completely, yeah, that was uncalled for. Alright, we're dropping down some more Vikings. I'm going to get vehicle and ship weapons level 2 and armor level 2. And then we are going to start getting advanced optics as well. And advanced optics is that the additional range increase that you can get for your vehicle and ships. Okay. Alright, so far we are doing great. I'm going to send some SCVs out here for the final wave, so we can start focusing down, or start getting all of our stuff repaired. Oh, gotta be a little careful of that fire. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stim boost all of my Marines. And then as soon as that bonus objective lifted off, our Vikings immediately finished it. Killed it in one hit. That was awesome. Extremely strong. Okay. And I'm not going to worry about any upgrades for our Banshees right now. And we're just going to pump out a ton more Marines. We have way too many minerals right now because our teammate quit. So that's why our income is so messed up. I mean, why we have such a huge excess. But yeah, I'll just create a couple more barracks to try and soak some of this up here. And I need to drop down a couple more supply depots. And hopefully we have a bunch of SCVs out here. Oh, and I messed this up too. Shoot, that's why our gas income was so low at the time. I mean, it's fine now, but anyway, we'll drop down a bunch more Vikings here, and I'm going to be supply capped pretty quickly. Okay, and then we'll get this into a hotkey here. Alright, and now I think what I'm going to do is we're going to get a couple of these Vikings. Okay, we want to drop a couple of these guys down, and we want some of them flying. Okay, and then we want these SCVs to stick with us. Okay, and then I'm going to shift rally all of our barracks. So just in case some of our units die, they will still latch onto our army. I'm shift rallying our starports as well. Okay, and I'll get armor level 1. Not that we need it because we're going to beat this mission in a quick second here. And now we're going in. Now, if you guys were playing in a longer mission, it was taking more time. Definitely get the rest of the upgrades for your from your engineering bay for your Marines, and get all the rest of the upgrades for your Vikings from the armories, and then also get the upgrade that allows your Vikings to move faster. You can pretty much just press it here. I'll show you guys. Afterburners, you're going to want to get that one as well. That allows you to press right here, the B hotkey. You can ignite afterburners, and then it increases the movement speed of your vehicles by 100%. It definitely helps out a lot. But we don't have to worry about it in this playthrough. Everything's good to go. We will have this beat in a quick second here. Alright, and as you can see, we're wrapping this up. We lost a ton of units, but we still have a bunch of Vikings left here, and we're doing great. And we'll go ahead and finish off this Banshee real quick here. And there you have it. We barely lost, we lost about 1,300 HP from our main objective, or Sergeant Hammer's base. But, I mean, what the heck, we had 2,600 HP left. It wasn't that big of a deal. Our teammate really did not need to leave there. Our teammate definitely did not know how to create anti-air, I guess, when playing as Warzone. So that was a little bit of a flaw, but, I mean, definitely didn't need to quit out on us. But what the heck, we had a strong army. That just proves how strong the Mast Vikings are, as long as you have SCVs to repair them, and Marines to soak up the excess minerals that you're using. Alright, we'll just show the stats really quickly here for anyone who wants to see. And that's all that I have for you in this video. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. And if you have any requests for any other types of walkthrough videos, let me know. And post them in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video.